Happy Thursday. Welcome. I am so glad that you've decided to join me today. Thanks for joining me live if you're here live, and if you're watching on replay, hello and welcome to you as well. I'd love to know if you're here, so make sure you put something in the comments so that I know you're here. And I have been thinking a lot about something that I thought I'd share with you. I Right out of college, I was a missionary for a year. And as part of my missionary work, I was part of a team. There were 12 of us on the team, and we traveled around the country together. And we put on retreats for junior high and high school kids. And because we were kind of like our own little pod moving around the country. So guess what? We formed a community. We were very reliant on each other. And my group, my team was a super community. We were connected. We had deep, meaningful connections. We worked well together. We were kind of a well-oiled machine. We were able to get positive support when we needed it. We were able to share vulnerably without judgment. We were able to learn from each other. We were able to get the knowledge that we needed when we needed it. It was an amazing, looking back, it was an amazing experience for me. It showed me what teams, what communities can do for each other and the value of that community. I don't know that I'd ever realized that before. I've always been an introvert, and so I kind of always have been comfortable doing my own thing. But this power of community was revolutionary to me. Being able to be in people that we could finish each other's sentences and that we could just give each other a glance and know what we needed. Because we had, now this was obviously over time and we had to work together and we had to be together a lot. But having that sense of community and knowing that I had people who always had my back and knowing I had people I could cry with, I could get frustrated with, I could share wins with, that was a special, special thing. So now here I am, a solopreneur, a solo business owner. I'm on my own by definition. I'm on my own. I have a team. I have people who are part of my team and help me get my work done. But I have no employees, and they are running, my team all have their own companies. So they're running their own companies. They come in and help my team, my company, and do a great job. And we work together as a team, which is amazing. But by definition, solopreneurs are on our own. We are making our business work. We're working hard. We're putting in the blood, sweat, and tears. We're thinking about it 24/7. We're working on it, hopefully not that much. And we're doing our best to make the best kind of business for us and for the impact that we want to have in the world. So what I've been thinking about is, what if we could emulate, or not even emulate, create a community for solopreneurs, a community where we can support each other at a high level. Like, um, there's a different level, there's a different connection when we can seek advice from peers, from like-minded, mission-driven solopreneurs who are also trying to run their business, who are trying to make the best impact and do the best work for them and their clients. What if we had a community where we could share insights, where we could find deep, meaningful connections that could maybe lead to clients or partners or referral partners or just great resources, friends? What if we could what if we had a community where we could get the knowledge that we needed when we needed it? Not just a lot of random knowledge at random times, which is what to me it feels like when I catch a webinar or a Facebook ad or something that I'm like, oh, that's interesting, but it's not necessarily what I need right now. So I end up buying into stuff and then it sits on my shelf. So what if it was timely knowledge? What if we had a community where we could raise each other up, kind of a rising tide mentality. What if, and share, unlock new and creative ideas that when I'm working in my own office and just kind of plugging away at my work, I'm not necessarily going to come up with. What if we had this place where we could find all of that for solopreneurs and virtually? So I've been birthing this community in my mind, and I am so excited to launch this to our world, because I really feel like there is a need out there for me and for all of us. So many of you know that several years ago I ran a networking organization called Self-Employed St. Louis. So it was obviously a local group. We met in person. I inherited it from the great Sharon Roos, who was a business coach, and she started it to kind of help build her business. And I took it over, and for 6 years I ran this community because I was passionate about helping solopreneurs find a place to connect and find a place for inspiration and education and support. But we got together once a month, and we always had a speaker, and we had networking, and we had a tight kind of core group, and we always welcomed new people in, and some of them stayed for a while, and some of them felt it wasn't for them, and that was all fine. But when I decided that I couldn't do it anymore, it was heartbreaking because I didn't want that community to be gone. So this, I feel like, is kind of the phoenix rising a little bit, finding, but I think phoenix rising, but stronger, better, with a lot more knowledge and expertise behind it. And so basically, what I'm doing is creating this online community. The three core tenets will be transformative connection, um, collective wisdom. I've got to remember them. Transformative connection, collective wisdom, and timely knowledge. And so, transformative connection. I have been studying and learning about how to help people, how myself to make connections deeply and quickly, even in a virtual environment. And I think that's so important and can be so valuable for us as solopreneurs, because again, we're kind of usually stuck in our home offices, kind of doing our own thing. Yeah, we're maybe be talking to clients and even team members, but who do we have that we can bounce ideas off of? Who do we have that we can consider peers and friends, that we can count on, that we can trust, that we can give to, and that we can receive from? And so this community will work to establish and nurture transformative connections between solopreneurs, and I'm so excited about this because I feel like connection comes from shared values, shared stories, shared experiences, but also being invested and committed to a common purpose. The safety to be able to share and be vulnerable without judgment, the vulnerability to be able to fail and learn from those mistakes and learn from those learning opportunities. People who are like-minded, people who are offering positive support, all of that people who listen, people who need to be heard, all of that goes into finding connection and finding an amazing community. So I would like to invite you to join me. The way I'm going to kind of roll this out is I'm hosting two launch events, one on May 26th and one on May 27th. And these are just going to kind of be probably 90-minute max experiences, kind of mini experiences of what we're creating in this community, and kind of talk a little bit about it, but it will be more than me just talking. I'm not going to talk for 90 minutes. This will be experiential, it'll be networking, it'll be connecting, it'll be kind of a mini version of what I am creating what this community is. Not even will be, what this community is. Now, I don't have the signups ready for them yet, and I'm not going to post them publicly necessarily. I'm not going to post registration publicly. I do want to make this kind of an invitation situation. So if you are interested in receiving that invitation, if you want to come to the launch event and find out what we're all about, what this community is, then just drop that in the comments. or or send me a message, and I will make sure to get you that invitation as soon as it's ready. Still working through a lot of the little details, but May 26th and 27th, they're going to be the same event. Essentially, they're going to be the same structure, but I guarantee you that the conversations will be different. So you could actually come to both if you wanted to. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're interested in learning more about the solo collaborative community, make sure you put that in the comments below or DM me, and I will make sure to get you an invitation to those launch events, and so you can find out more about how to be part of this transformational, deeply connected community for solopreneurs. So we can stop feeling alone, so that we can get the knowledge that we need, and so that we can unlock our own wisdom along with the wisdom of others. All right, friends. Well, I look forward to hearing from many of you that you won an invitation to this cool event. And yeah, I look forward to hearing about that. And then I will be back here next Thursday. We'll talk a little bit more about even what collective wisdom means and how this community is going to offer that. All right, friends. I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great week. Bye-bye.